Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a short simulation called the Introvert Balancing Act. The majority of people in our society are extroverts, meaning they get energized by being with people. A minority of people are introverts, which means that being with people drains them of energy. Introverted people are often misunderstood as being shy, antisocial, or even lazy, when their reluctance to interact with people is a natural reaction to having to weigh the burden that the social activity will have on them. The purpose of the simulation game is to communicate the thought process and difficulties that an introvert has when trying to meet social demands, be it from family, friends, or strangers. The game starts with a setup that presents the context of the game and the goals. In it, you play a fresh college graduate still looking for a job. They've got a networking event this evening that could prove fruitful. The goal of the game is to get through the day with enough social energy to succeed at the networking event. However, you don't want to completely alienate the people around you and ignore them either, as having a social network is important. The game consists of 4 stages where you are presented with a social situation. You can choose to engage, avoid, or compromise. Generally, avoiding a situation will reserve your social energy but will harm your social health. If you choose to engage, your social energy will decrease, but your social health will increase. However, choosing to participate in a social interaction could have a good or bad outcome. For example, if you choose to answer your father's phone call, it could be a good conversation or it could end in a fight. The system will pick at random. A bad social situation will drain your social energy and health. Each of the 4 stages has different point values, since a quick conversation with a stranger on the bus is not the same thing as an hour-long lunch with many strangers. Here's a quick run-through. So you start the game, and your first situation is your roommate having somebody over, and you decide whether you're friendly, whether you ignore them, or you stay in your room. Then you meet somebody on the bus, and you decide to talk to them or avoid talking to them. Then you have a friend who asks you to share lunch with her for her birthday, and you can agree or disagree or go for a little bit. Then your parents call, and you can ignore the call, cut the call short, etc. And if you manage these properly, you'll get the success ending, which means you manage your social commitments properly. The purpose of this game is to foster empathy from extroverts by showing them the factors we have to balance when choosing to interact with people, and to provide introverts with an opportunity to relate and realize it's normal and okay to feel like this. Many resources out there are articles that discuss clinically what introversion is, or they simply compare extroversion and introversion. Other resources are focused on funny, relatable content but do not provide rationale or context around the thought process. Other simulations sometimes focus on only the emotional aspect and don't provide enough explanation to foster understanding. With this game, I was hoping to bridge some of those gaps. I hope you've enjoyed learning about this simulation. Thank you for listening.